The way I create new worlds is actually pretty simple, unfortunately. uh, so we could start with an example to kind of show you my thought process as I work my way down from a simple idea and then kind of build it up and up and up. So the simple idea is just drugs. Everyone knows them. Everyone's probably taken them. It's an interesting concept to exist in the real world. Drugs, that people take this substance that changes their state of mind and either makes them happy or sad, and kind of leads to a variety of different outcomes, most of the time not good, but still interesting. Now, take that idea of drugs and expand it into fantasy. And as I do that, it's more, I think, of the appearance and the effect that it would cause. So, say it's even like a joint or something like that, but it almost has a hue to a glowing hue that embers and maybe sparks all along its ridges. And when you smoke it or suck on it or inhale it, depending, it might just slow your heartbeat but increase your thoughts, or vice versa. And kind of just, as a random idea, do some wacky stuff to you, basically like drugs do in real life. Now, how would that simple idea of what I just made up, how would that affect the world around it? So instantly, if there's drugs, that means there's drug dealers. And with dealers means there's essentially drug empires. And then with drug empires, that instantly basically breeds the concept of essentially drug problems and drug trades in this world. So basically just from the idea of drug, you've got an entire drug trade to handle and deal with and explore, the dealers themselves, the actual empire, how it came to be, how it exists, how it operates around the world, how does the world react to the drug empire or to the dealers or to the drug itself? Do they embrace the drug? Like almost some like Native American tribes that would pass the peace pipe? Or is it completely outlawed? And it's illegal, disgraced, you are essentially discarded by society for taking this drug or partaking or selling the drug or even talking about the drug. And a thing that always likes to help, or a thing that I like to always remember, is that fantasy worlds are not as complicated as they seem, because they're just our world with different surface level additions or subtractions. And once you, I feel like, have that in your head, it makes it significantly easier to kind of come up with ideas and extrapolate it, because think about simple things in our world and then just change it. And if you change it, you don't have to use that, but if you change it, how does that affect society? And what's the idea of the society you're trying to create in your world, or the nature of the world you're trying to create? Or if it's more dark fantasy, grim fantasy, then yeah, like drugs might actually be used to help the people essentially just exist throughout their daily lives because their world is miserable. But if it's a more high fantasy, maybe it's more like everyone's high all the time, basically. And it's like communally accepted, and people are just living life out of their mind, basically. I think once you kind of give yourself the freedom to not make everything a calamity, or at least relate it to the real world, for me personally, it makes it significantly easier to digest, understand, and expand when you just take a simple idea and then let it cascade into a web. And I think also a valuable lesson I've learned is that even if you find a cool idea, it might not work for the world you're building. And that's fine. You could just throw that idea in a little stock bin, and down the line when you're working on another world or something else, just pull it on out, see if it fits, and if it does, great. If it doesn't, put it back in and keep moving. And slowly over time, that chest will become a treasure trove of ideas that will be invaluable.